What's up guys, GGFOREX here, welcome back to my channel, and on today's video I'm going to try and explain to you why I think stage 2 of challenges, if there is a stage 2 obviously, is the hardest. Now I know you're thinking, well, it's half the target and double the time, why is it the hardest? And that is because I believe, personally, so let me know in the comments below, I'd love to get a discussion with you guys, is the euphoria feeling, the what if feeling. So I know a bunch of you guys who have done the Ftmo trial, and I think the trial is 5%, you have to gain 5% in 2 weeks, right? And you pass it, and you find it really easy, and you crush it, and then when you go to take the challenge itself, you fail, right? Now I was going to stick with stage 2, but why do you fail? Why is it that when you've done the trial, it's exactly the same thing, but then you go into like a challenge environment, right, and you find it really difficult, or you pass the hardish, or you pass the hardest thing in the trial, right, which is stage 1, the most to make in the smallest amount of time, you pass that relatively easy, and then you go to stage 2, obviously I'm speaking for me personally here, let me guys know, going to stage 2, which is half the target and double the time, and you find that really difficult and frustrating. Why is that? What is causing us to make the easiest bit the hardest bit? Okay? Now obviously if you've got a consistent strategy, and you're obviously consistently making profit, right, and you know the strategy works, because if it's worked multiple times in stage 1, why hasn't it worked multiple times in stage 2? And I think I've got it down. I think it's the euphoria moment. People teach you how to deal with losses, right? But no one teaches you how to deal with wins. Because if you pass stage 1 and you know you're only a few steps away from being funded, let's say on a big account, right? Let's say you did the $200,000 Ftmo challenge, right? You know that if you make like 10%, right? Because you know you've done 10% before on the challenge. So let's say you are funded and you did 10% when you have actually passed everything. You made $20,000, right? So in your head, you're thinking, oh my God, next month's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be able to pay off this, I'm gonna be able to do that, I'm gonna have to go here, do, you know, all these things go through your head because you know the possibilities are there. It's only a smidge away, but then you blow it. That euphoria, that what if, that excitement, that elation feeling destroys you on the second stage. When you're only this far away, and I feel like that is the biggest problem with trading, it's the expectations or the wants out of trading when you have zero control. And if you think about it on a deeper level, why do you enter a trade? You enter the trade because it means your confirmations, you expect to win. But that expectation either does or doesn't play out. If you win, great. You kind of don't want to be too, you're not going to pop bottles and celebrate, go, ah, I've won a trade. Because you know deep down that the next one could be a loss. And the next one after that could be a loss. The next one after that could be a loss. So you kind of have to work out a strategy, work out a system in yourself to kind of be like, okay, if I win a trade, I need to do this to calm down. If I lose a trade, I need to do this to keep my motivation going, not to get too upset about it and keep moving forward. So you can kind of stay on this level emotion playing field where you're not too happy when you win and you're not too upset when you lose. And I feel like that is vital information that hasn't been shared. No one has shared certain tactics in the Forex world of how to deal with wins and how to deal with losses. More losses than wins, because people go, why do you need to deal with wins? Well, that's not a bad thing, but it is psychologically. If euphoria and overconfidence will destroy you the same as revenge trading and FOMO trading and all of that. Being reckless is the same as having FOMO and the same as having revenge trading, right? Euphoria is just as bad as those other emotions, but it never gets talked about because when it's a win, woo, winning, post it on Instagram, look at that, bang, 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 buying Lambos, boats and hoes, you know, all that stuff goes through your mind, but then when you take that into a challenge environment, you fail. So what can you do? What processes can you implement into your trading lifestyle that eliminates the euphoria and eliminates the depression when you lose, right? So how I'm trying to do it myself, if I have a winning day, I'm great, I take time off, I relax, I go for a walk or whatever. If I have a losing day, then I reflect, what could I have done better? What are the market conditions like? Go over my trade reviews, really trading in the zone or whatever, just to reframe my mind, get back up to an optimal level mentally, and then go again the next day with a fresh mind, right? Because this doesn't get talked about, and let me know in the comment box below if it has and I've just missed the boat on this, but I do believe that stage 2 is 10 times harder than stage 1. Even though it doesn't make sense, right? But emotionally it does. The what if, what can be, what could I do, what could I be, where could I go? All of those things are just a smidge away. And when you concentrate on that and not your trading and psychology, that's when it goes with a click. I feel like that is the biggest thing for me, of obviously if I pass like a 70k challenge, right? If I just pass that and get funded and get 10% out, which I know I can do, that would be a huge game changer for me. That would be like a £5,500 payday, right? It'll be insane just to get that in like one trading month, which is unbelievable. But because I've got my mind on that and think about that, I must sabotage myself somewhere. So I had to put a system in place in order to not get euphoric. When I pass stage 1, I need to treat it again like stage 1. Like I've still got, even in the back of your mind, you can trade it less. Obviously you can lower the risk, you can take twice as long to do it, so you can do it like that. But I feel like there needs to be something in your brain, there needs to be a trigger, there needs to be some sort of system that you put in to think, right, I've still got a long way to go, this isn't the end of the road. Because even if you pass stage 2, right, you've got stage 1, stage 2, you've now got your credentials to a funded account, that might be the euphoria switch then. I've done all the tests, oh my God, this is it, next month I can withdraw this, and you could blow it and not actually get your refund and not actually get a payout, right? So euphoria side of things I think is super important, and that's why I believe that stage 2 is 10 times harder than stage 1. Let me know in the comment box below, right? I feel like this needs to be put out there. Obviously share with the group. Obviously if you guys aren't in the GGFOREX group, the link is down below. Share with the group in there as well what your processes are to dealing with euphoria and obviously dealing with losses, and how you stay on that level mindset, right? Because obviously you go into a challenge and you passed the trial, you smashed it, and then you go into a challenge and you got that euphoria feeling, and then it doesn't go right because maybe you lose the first 3 trades, and then you're like, whoa, what's going on? And then you're in this whole weird question everything, weird upset, depression, sort of anxiety feeling, going, well, I did it then, why can't I do it now? And then you sort of like mess with your mind, and it starts spiraling out of control until you have a system in place where you understand it, where you control your emotions, you control your feelings, you're back at a level playing field, and then you can go on from there. But yeah, guys, link is down below for GGFOREX group. The guys are now at Legends, and I know this bit of information will be a big help to all of you guys out there. Anyway guys, love you all, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.